Hello, welcome to Cards Unboxed. Today we're going to be looking at the Kingslayers by Ellusionist and printed by Cartamundi. Now the ones we're looking at today are the blue deck. They originally came in 4 different colours, the blue, red, teal and black. They then later added up to 11 other colours and styles. The original 4 colours, including these blue ones we're looking at today, were all printed on the B9 Cartamundi stock. The later decks I believe are printed on E7 Cartamundi stock. As you can see, this has a really minimalist design. On the front you have the sword and then Kingslayer written in the box. There's nothing on the sides. On the back you see the 2 swords presented at an angle. Now there's been a little bit of criticism for this deck that they've purposely done this to make it look like a Fontaine deck. I don't know if this is true, but there's certainly a similarity when you look at them. On the bottom you have the ad copy, and on the top of the deck you have Kingslayer written in an outlined font. You can see when you open up the flap that there's a little message on there that says "Topple the Master." This appears on every one of the Kingslayers. You've probably noticed that there's no seal sticker with this deck, but the cards in the box are cellophane wrapped, so it's not all downhill for the unboxing experience. Instead of ad cards, we're provided with 2 useful extra cards. The first one is this lovely little double backer, really useful for magicians. You can use a closer look at that back design for you as well. The second card is a duplicate, in this case it's the Queen of Hearts. Here you can see the 2 jokers that you get with this deck. They're non-identical. You have one that's across swords and then you've got one where the tips are touching. All 4 aces in this deck have been adjusted slightly. The central pips are all slightly bigger than normal, and the ace of spades is still your prominent ace, with the king with a sword running through it, i.e. slaying the king. You might also be able to see the treatment that's been done with all of the red cards. The red pips and indices have all got this neat little black outline around them. It's a nice little bit of customization, but it just makes them easy to see as well. Then when we look at the main pips on the face cards, you'll see that they've all been shrunk slightly and they've all been centralised and squeezed in. But to me it makes the centres look too busy and the edges look too bare. This brings us to the court cards. You can see here they've been stripped back of a lot of colour. You've only really been left with black, white and then the colour of the deck. So here where we have the blue deck, you can see the design elements are blue. If you had the red deck, they'd be red, teal, they'd be teal, and black, they'd be white completely, so you just have a black and white finish. So what do I think of these? Now, they handle well. They've got that B9 Cartamundi stock, they always handle well. The design's nice and minimalist, and there's a lot of colour choices that you can pick from, so you're going to find something that suits you. And whilst they do have a look of the Fontaines, they certainly don't have the same price tag, so these make a cheaper alternative for the cardistry fans out there. Let me know what you think of these, leave a comment below, smash that subscribe button as well and give us a like too. And don't forget to head over to my Instagram account, @cards_unboxed, to see more images of this deck and all the others I've unboxed so far.